I have a large family. My dad was one of 9 kids. My mother was one of 6 kids. I have 41 first cousins. And the amazing thing is we all know each other. And even more amazing is that we all get along. And this is a story about my one cousin named Bonnie. Bonnie was really smart. She graduated with a degree in physics. Got a job right away with a sister company of BAE, come to think of it, doing highfalutin research, coming up with countermeasure devices for airplane, fighter jets and things like that. She couldn't tell us what she did. But we knew it was countermeasures and really special stuff. And she moved up the ladder there. She was doing really well, presenting papers, got noticed, and then headed up a team. She was put in head of a team to produce one of these countermeasure devices. They were looking at vendors clear across the country, and they were going to save one for last. It was in Memphis, Tennessee. And to top it all off, Bonnie, as smart as she is, she's really good looking, really pretty lady. She was like 6th in the Miss Teenage Pennsylvania contest or something like that. So she was up there. And so she went to all these vendors with these 2 fellows that worked for her, and they saw what they expected to see at all these various vendors. And then they finally saved this place in Memphis, Tennessee for last. And they were given the dog and pony tour by this one fellow, the tour guide they called him. And they went around, and everything was exactly as they thought it would be. Yeah, this guy's the guy. This is the guy who's going to be able to produce these things. And the tour guide said, well, okay, you've seen pretty much everything we have here. We hope you were impressed. Please, if you would wait in this conference room, I want you to meet Mr. So-and-so. He started the company, and he wants to meet you. So, okay, no problem. So the 2 guys that worked for my cousin were closer to the door. A couple minutes go by, and the tour guide comes in, and this elderly gentleman walks up, very nicely dressed, Southern gentleman, and he gets introduced to the 2 fellows that work for my cousin. And this elderly gentleman turned, he looked at my cousin, and he said, and I see y'all brought your pretty little secretary. The tour guide nearly fainted. He said, sir, she's the boss. It was the old guy's turn to nearly faint. He turned, he said, oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I apologize. He sent her notes. He sent her flowers. He sent her boxes of candy, apologizing. I have learned my lesson. I am so sorry. This was a contract for millions of dollars. At a family gathering, my cousin told this story, and my dad, who was an engineering manager and knew about this sort of thing, he said to her, so were they the best? Did they get the job? And my cousin Bonnie said, yes.